Yeah, go ahead. Prasad.
Swapna ji, let her go ahead. Yeah, then that.
I wanted to ask about Vidyaranya's explanation. Is that a commentary on Panchadashi, Adi Shankara's?
No. We are just connecting. We are just using those shlokas from Panchadasi to explain this mantra. That's all. Just making a connection.
No. Panchadashi was written by Adi Shankara, right?
No. Vidyaranya Muni.
Oh.
Written about 400 years ago. Vijayanagaram Empire time. Okay, so that is much recent. This is much recent.
The Shankaracharya of Sringeri.
Yeah. Vidyaranya.
What did you say?
He was a Shankaracharya of Sringeri, freedom.
Oh.
Now his younger brother was also another senior guru.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He wrote many books, but this is
Many books.
So, Jacobaji, how are these books available? Is it in Gita Press? Where do you read all this?
Yeah. So in the ashram, we used to have the books. I mean, we have all the books with us. But these days, it's all available online. I'll send you some links if you're interested. You make a note of. You make a.
Gita Press has online. They have a website.
Yeah, there are much better sites and all that. So what you should do is I'll give you the number of these mantras. It is. Yeah, there are Panchadashi, as you can imagine, there are 15 chapters. And so 7.224, 225, 226, and 227. Those are the mantras we quoted. Very beautiful. Some sections of Panchadasi are easy to follow, others are a little more involved.
You're saying Panchadasi. Is it Sa or Sha?
Panchadashi, Dasha. So it's good to have all these things online also. Sometimes I keep it online because I'm going from this house to my house, etc. And so I can't carry the books all the time. So it's very convenient. So I have in my Chrome, I have bookmarks where I can immediately go to a text I want. And then I can search through and find out what I need. So it saves a lot of time.
the texts are available as plain text. It is available in Sanskrit documents.
Okay.
The other texts are also there. Commentaries on English, Hindi are also available in archive.org. And Paramarthananda also commented, and that not a verbatim, but somebody has typed something that is also available in Arsha Avinash.
So Ramuji, send the if you can later that Sanskrit document site where the entire Panchadashi is available.
Okay. Sure.
I think it also has the meaning, if I remember right. So it's useful.
But it's all in Sanskrit, right, Jacobaji?
Sanskrit shloka meaning. That particular site, I think, has a meaning in it. Sometimes they put the meaning, like Upadesha Saram. Sometimes the meaning is given also. If somebody has contributed that, then they'll put it in that.
That is somebody, one Shastri from Chinmayanda Mission, something, somebody has written. That commentary is there little bit, but not detailed one actually. But Swami Advayananda of Chinmaya International Foundation has taken classes on that. That is available for payment and listening in Chinmaya Mission, Chinmaya International Foundation site, Ernakulam.
Yeah.
Must be such a joyful experience for you to be able to read and understand Sanskrit.
Really, you're right. You're correct. An observation is correct. Because now I don't have to go anywhere. Sitting in one place for hours, we can sit. and just get lost in it.
You don't even prepare the
At least you can't say, oh, this textbook I have to buy. That idea also is not there. Even though I'm constantly buying textbooks, it's just packing because that book I need sometimes. Until then, until the book arrives, I'll use the online system. And so it's really, you're right. That observation is correct. These days, and if you don't have anything, just call Ramuji. Ramuji will send you that. He will tell you translation, this whatever you want, he will send you. Ramuji is just, I don't know why. This is a gift. We are all gifted to have Ramuji.
Not that way. There is a commentary by one Mr. Sorry, who previously was Brahmachari of Chinmayan Mission, but he has come out. But he was a sannyasi there also. He has Anubhavananda, a 5-volume book of Panchadashi. It's available physically, not this thing. Not
Yeah.
with him, not in Chinmayan Mission side. This physically I got that book.
Okay.
Laughing Swami.
Anubhavananda Swami.
Yeah, he's called the Laughing Swami, right?
Laughing.
He is very humorous.
Yeah, be happy.
Yeah. I met him in Kaivalya Dham about 2-3 years back.
I brought the, he had lectured in Kaivalya Dham only. I bought the book from him in Kaivalya Dham only. He used to come to Mulund Center many times. He was in charge of Mulund Center for many times. So he used to come regularly when he was in Chinmayan Mission. Now he is not with Chinmayan Mission.
So it's good to have all these sites handy if you're studying, especially, so that you can prepare yourself and say, okay, now I can study without any bar, any barrier, and then have some people who can answer some questions as they arise. So I'm constantly messaging Praveen Bhatt or Swami Vishwatmananda. Sanskrit means Praveen Bhatt will be there. Vishwatmananda, Sanskrit and Vedanta ideas, he will tell me. Parvidyananda ji is there. So like this, we need them. So good. Prasad, you had a question.
Okay. You mentioned about dream and waking, and I think you stopped at some point because that's now dreams. In dream, we take objects to be unreal and illusion or whatever you call. And the waking, we consider real things as, because everything is true for me. So the real is real, unreal, if we say that, is unreal, right? I mean, that's how we consider in truth, because it's all truth to me. But now we have Vedanta, even Mandukya, they talk about dream is equal to, there's no difference between dream. That's the point which you made, actually. Dream is nothing but waking also. There's no difference in waking and dreaming. But as I said already, dream, we take all unreal, and waking, we take real as real and unreal as unreal. Now, we have even the Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari, where it talks about, like, it is also like, so that's another example. So, but we think that waking is more true than the dream. So, for example, we are all here right now, 11 people are here. Now, in my dream, if I assume that this is a dream, when I wake up from the dream, you all disappear. So it is all not true. But if I consider the whole thing as real, then you cannot disappear. But I'm saying, like, waking is dream. It's similar to dream. So can you please explain on that?
Right. So the statement waking state is exactly like dream state is a wrong state. Even though I said it in the passing, waking is like dream. Samsaraha swapna tulyo hi, Shankaracharya says. Okay. Like the dream, but not exactly like the dream. Like does not mean exactly like. Why do we say that? Because there is Satyatrayam is there. There is Pratibhasika Satyam, there is Vyavaharika Satyam, and then Paramarthika Satyam. They are not identical.
Right.
Pratibhasika Satyam is not Vyavaharika Satyam. Vyavaharika Satyam is not Paramarthika. So that Satyatrayam is so important to appreciate. So yeah, so waking state is not like dream state because, hey, you are seeing this so many people in Zoom, others are also seeing the same. And I'm also seeing the same thing. Therefore, it's collective. It's not exactly like dream. And it continues day after day after day, it continues. So there is some validation that it's not exactly like the dream state. But in terms of abhimana, if indeed, in terms of abhimana means what? Taking something to be absolutely real. In dream, I took that world to be absolutely real. Then I wake up. There is a state which allows me to wake up from the dream, there from which I can say the dream was not really real. Not real, I say, but every day I keep saying not real. Every day I cry in the night because of nightmares. Means what? What life is this, right? What is this life? Every day you wake up and say, "Thank God it's a nightmare. Thank God it's a nightmare." Every day I'm having a nightmare. So, um, so there also is a problem only. We are brushing aside dream, but dream can be a source of sorrow for many people. How can you brush that aside? Some people are afraid to sleep because I'm afraid of getting nightmares. Their life changes. They adapt their dreams thing, right? Therefore, I don't think we can just brush aside dream itself. Where is the question of brushing aside this Vyavaharika Satya, which is so real, this is it. Even a jnani has to deal with Vyavaharika Satyam constantly. So that is why we have to appreciate the three. The Trayam has to be appreciated. But we know, yeah, there is, ornaments are there, but gold is the Satyam. Like that, we have this idea that there is something called Satyam. Trikala Abhaditam Satyam, which cannot be negated at all. So that's why teaching is required. Simply saying, oh, that was a dream, I can say, you also can say, you can appreciate dream and we can walk away. There you'll be dismissed dream, you don't need any teaching. But here teaching is needed. Yeah.
So, I mean, instead of saying equal, I mean, English is the problem. So let's, if we say Sat Asat, this is Asat, I mean, right? I mean, this is delusion or when we talk about Sat Asat. So even the whole world, that's what the finality of Advaita Vedanta is, of course. But as long as it is, I think if I think Ajnanam and Jnanam, as long as I am Ajnani, all the three orders of reality which you mentioned might appear here. Whereas in dream, there are only two orders of reality because there is no Vyavaharika Satya, right? So if, let's say if I'm Jnani, then it becomes equal. Can I think that way? Because I consider this as Paramarthika, and the dream is also, it's actually, I am the dreamer. There's only one, so there's nothing else. So it is one here, and similarly in the waking state also, because the moment I realize it is Paramarthika, one order of reality, because the Vyavaharika part has become like gone, sort of, if it is Jnani.
So you have to understand one. Nothing is gone. Nothing is gone. Okay. In the case of dream, yeah, the dream world has disappeared. Literally, there is no dream. Right now, there is no dream. Whatever is happening in our minds is happening. It's real. We are sharing, not sharing, whatever. It's all there. Dream is gone. Dream world is completely gone. Gone means gone. You can't access it at all. It is vaporware, right? It's gone. Even the memory of the dream also, you will not go away. Some people can't access their dream at all. Some people will enjoy, oh, I had this dream, Swami came, this and all. They will say, okay, dream is gone, complete. But Vyavaharika Satyam is not like, it will not go anywhere. It will not go anywhere. For Jnani also, it won't go anywhere. For Ajnani is also, it won't go anywhere. Nothing will go. So what really goes, if at all? Ajnanam goes.
Yeah.
That's all. Ajnanam goes. That's about it. Nothing else changes. And that is why the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is cautioning the Jnani. Because the world is not going to disappear. You have some time to live. As long as you live, you are going to have to deal with the world. And you have to constantly be aware. Be aware of the Satyam and don't be caught up in all these things. Don't give yourself some license. Oh, I'm a Jnani, therefore I can do all these things. That also is not good because any day it can come and bite you. And so nothing goes prasad.
No, jnani, ajnanam. Actually, when I said that jnano, ajnanam, that's the difference I'm talking about. Maybe
Correct.
the wording, so it's, yeah.
Correct.
So, like jnani, in the real world, waking world, it's like that's why we say that this is like dream. I mean, it's like no reality, right? The moment I become jnani, then waking is just like dream, right? I mean, that's what when I initially said the equation, that's why I brought in jnani ajnanam. That's one way of saying, right? I think other way of saying is, well, it is also, it's English, equal to dream. In the dream, it's possible that within the dream, there is another dream. So as long as in the dream, within the realm of dream, it is reality for me because we are talking about dream. So there it is real. As long as I'm in dream, it is real. What is unreal in that case is another dream in the dream. That's a possibility. Like there's a movie in English, right? Some time back, I forgot the name of it. Inception or something like that. So it's dream over dream. So from that perspective, we say that dream is also similar to waking in that because it is a reality in dream. From the perspective of dream, it is reality, but there is unreal also, which is in terms of dream in dream. So that's other way of thinking.
Yeah. So therefore, the best example to give, even the snake rope example, is something better than the snake rope example, which is the example that Shankara gives here, which is the mirage water. Mirage water is constantly there. For you, it is there. For me, is everybody can see that mirage water. See that. Even though it's a projection, is what you call it, whatever science can call it. But that that sight of water is there for everybody. It is not a subjective thing, correct?
Yeah.
You can't call it subjective because if it is subjective, then she can't be seeing, I will be seeing.
Correct.
Then then suddenly I won't see and somebody else will see. It's not like that. It's constant. Mirage water example is good. It's constant. For the physicist also, it is there. For the young child also, they see water. That is Vyavaharika Satya. For the physicist, then that person understands exactly. There's really no water. But there is an appearance of water. What to do? I also see that same water that you're seeing. Okay, I can explain why and all that. I can say you may not be able to explain, but both of us are seeing the same. We're having the same experience. Okay, exactly like that. Vyavaharika Satyam is like that. It remains even for the Ajnani and even for the Jnani. Sorry. Okay, Ajnani takes it as Paramarthikam. Nothing better. This is the real. This is all the life I am confronting. And for the Jnani, it is different. So that's the way we look at it, Prasad. Dream chalega. Dream may dream and all that is okay. And that's dream is used to appreciate. If I can go from the dream state to Vyavaharika state, What is it to say there is not another state beside the Vyavaharika state? How did you come to the conclusion that everything is like this only? If suppose somebody were to ask, with an answer, how do you know there is not a third state or a fourth state? So Shastra has to come and tell us.
Yeah.
Good.
Is because it is a Kshanika Vijnanavada. Actually, I think that's where they were trying to say that when they wanted to say everything is, it's like idealism in the mind, everything is mind. So there is nothing outside. So they denied both the subject and the object. So because it's mind only. So Chitta Matra or Kshanika Vijnana. So how is that the inside, the dream-like is equal to the waking state? I think there's some concepts there. I think I heard like it is mostly from Buddhism, particularly Kshanika Vijnana Veda, the Gaudapada has taken most of that from there when he was describing the equality between the waking state and dream state example. So those I didn't go through that logic of what are all different. For example, I see all you here. When I come back from the dream, I see you all here. But when I go back to another dream, I will not see you there. Maybe I see a different dream, right? So there is no constant thing or the persistence of certain things which are reality in the waking world doesn't happen in so like that. There are so many things which are to argue this is more truer than dream. The waking is more truer than dream.
Yeah,
How can you say that?
you can say this is truer than the dream, you can say. But persistence is not there. The persistence that we think is there is really only, that also is a changing persistence. That is what? Changing persistence.
Right.
Body is constantly changing. Everybody is constantly changing, but we don't, either we don't care for it, or we don't know it, or we ignore it, or whatever.
True.
Yeah.
That's the answer to that problem. That way we can.
Yeah.
For that objection. For that objection.
Correct. If you are looking for persistence, then this world also is gone.
Right.
Because there's no persistence in Vyavaharika Satya.
Thank you.
Good. So let's pause.
Guruji,
Yes.
in today's class, you mentioned defects are of two forms, right? What the two forms are Bahya and Adhyatmika? Goshai?
Right. So he talked about three things really, right? One is the defects of the eyes, defects of the instruments.
Yeah.
The sun is unaffected by whatever capacity I have to see things. That's one side. That is left out. Then among the other Bahya, there are two types.
Okay.
I think Bahya has two types.
You said two, but then that explanation I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Adhyatmikaihi and Bahyaihi. Yeah. So things that are not good to see and physical contact with impurity.
Not good to see
And
physical contact, Bahyai, then not good. What you think about also matters. That is
Yes. So let's go back to the Moolam. Na lipyate chakshushahi kama bahyaihi or bahya doshi. Chakshushahi doshaihi is the defects of the eyes.
No.
That is number one. Number two is bahya doshi. Bhashya Doshai, Shankaracharya is explaining a lot. And there only there is two types. One is that Adhyatmikaihi, Papadoshaihi, Bhahyaihi, and Ashuchiyadi Samsarga Doshai. That's the way we split it. The Bahya dosha, the subtle things, just by observing, etc., hearing, observing. That is the subtle dosha, Papa dosha, Adhyatmika dosha, Vasana, undesirable vasanas, creation. That is one type of dosha. The other is literally dirtying oneself, one's body, physical dirt. Samsarga is contact. So one is distance contact, one is zero distance contact.
One is contactless, one is contacted.
One is Wi-Fi, one is wired. One is wireless, another is wired. Something like that. Wireless created doshas and wired created doshas.
So Adhyatmika and Samsarga dosha, right?
Correct. Correct. Wireless and wired. Correct.
Dhanyavada, Guruji.
Yeah. I wish they did. Shankaracharya put some bullet points and 1, 2, 3. They didn't do all that. They said this all. Kept on writing. So we'll pause with that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.